Dubai, a city of limitless possibilities where real estate isn't just an investment, it's an opportunity to build wealth, secure the future, and unlock unmatched potential. But in a rapidly evolving market, how do you maximize your ROI? Welcome to our exclusive webinar, Maximizing ROI in Dubai's Evolving Real Estate Market. This session is designed for savvy investors, home buyers, and industry professionals looking to stay ahead of the market trend. What's in store for you? Market trends shaping Dubai's real estate landscape, the smartest investment strategies for high return, exclusive insights from industry experts. If you're ready to make informed decisions, gain expert knowledge, and maximize your returns, you're in the right place. Stay tuned, get ready, let's dive in.
Now, meet your host and expert guide for today's webinar, Sunil Chipa, CEO and founder for Shore Real Estate. With 4 years of experience in Dubai's thriving real estate market, Sunil has built a remarkable track record for a prestigious project by Nakheel, Miras, A'mar, and Dubai Properties. To managing a portfolio for top Indian investors, his expertise spans off-plan and resale deals. Today, Sunil will guide you through Dubai real estate opportunity, sharing valuable insights and answering your questions along the way. Let's begin this exciting journey together.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. This is Sunil from Shore Real Estate. Before I take you into the journey of real estate and Dubai and little more about Shore, let me connect little briefly about who is Sunil. So Sunil is a professional, basically from India, been in this part of the world for last 14 plus years, staying here with family, and have seen how Dubai is a place for tourists, place for taxation element, place for real estate, and overall is a hub for a destined to be a number one city in the world in 2050. How Dubai as a place has evolved, I have witnessed little part of that. So for last 14 plus years, little more connecting about myself. So by qualification, I'm an engineer, hails from the western part of state of Rajasthan in India, worked in India into corporates like Reliance Industries and Tata Group, and shifted here also as a corporate employee. So out of 14 years here, the first 12 years worked into corporates. So I worked with famous brands, which is telecom player like Etisalat. They are number 10 in the global telco ratings. I also worked with Al Futem, who has an agencies of automotive, and they are various into various businesses. But still, I couldn't meet you all. So I thought, let me go to real estate, and that's where we are. That's where the Sunil is. So that's a very, very simple and brief connect about me. I'm staying here with the family, and I call Dubai as a blessed place. I don't call Dubai is going to be a best city in the world, or it will have all the high tech elements, though these are integral. But what summarized as a word to me for this place is it's a blessed place. And when I say blessed, I have seen the journey at my end. I have seen out of my two kids, one kid born and brought up here, one she was 1 year old when we shifted here, she is now educating here. So I have seen the ecosystem and the touch points when I use the word as a blessed. So that's about Sunil. Now let me talk about Shore Real Estate, and then we'll spend a lot of time about Dubai and real estate and some of those factors elements. Yeah. So when I talk about Shore, though it's a very very common name, but there has been a lot of thought process gone behind designing this name called Shore. Like the word itself indicates, it's about trust. It's about being with you. It's about taking care of your entire element. And then we define as a service excellence. And for us, what do we mean by service and how we differentiate in this part of the world wherein as of today you have 10,000 plus real estate agencies in the market like us. Around 5 years ago, there used to be only 15, 18 developers, real estate developers. Today, the number are 100 plus developers. So, in this complexities, in this confusion where you have a lot of agencies on daily basis, you are getting a lot of social media messages. How you define which agency may be best suited to you, and that's where we define how we as an agency can differentiate about us. So that is where S is about service excellence, which mean for us service should be the key differentiating elements. Yeah, and we handhold the entire journey for you, not only just focusing on the transaction, but making this transaction more meaningful about you and for you. And when we talk about the meaningful experience, that we touch base to the service elements. Lot of the ethos of the way we are working with the within the shore has come from my corporate experience, wherein the customer has been the core, and I give it a lot of credits to those Fortune 500 organizations, and I've been quite fortunate to work with them, and I give a lot of credits to the Tata Group. And in UK, the from Land Cruiser to Tata Tetley, those has been association of the Tata Group, and I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be part of that setup for last 4.5 years in India. So that's where service excellence comes into the picture. You is about understanding you, and I'll give you real time example when I talk about you as a focus. Yeah. For example, you are coming from UK and in Dubai, and you say, Sunil, that I have £500,000, yeah, which is around 2.5 million, 2.4 million dirhams here. What should I do? My purpose is this. Yeah. So, do I ask you that, okay, sir, you got around £500,000, let's go and buy, or I ask you first basic question that why you want to invest this amount? What is the purpose? So our first question is all about always about purpose. And when I listen the purpose, it may be about the pure investment. It may be that you want to shift or relocate to Dubai maybe in last next 2 to 4 to 5 years of time, or maybe mix of that. So, Sunil, we are not sure, but the investment should also grow. And Dubai looks to be making noise across the world, and that can be one of the option. Maybe not now, but in 3 to 5 to 10 years down the line. So, what is the purpose? Because for each of the purpose, if it's a pure investment, then the track may be different. Then we will suggest you, sir, these are 3 4 options which would serve you or your the purpose. Or if the purpose is that you are planning to shift or relocate in next 2 to 3 years, then the projects or the communities or the price point may be different, because it will involve. So for you or for us, the most important thing is understanding your requirement, instead of keeping us as an agency first to taking you to the place that wherein we will make more money. For us, your purpose solving of those requirements is the first priority. And sometime my team and we have a debate that, sir, you sometimes confuse clients. He comes with a very clear mindset, he has seen some socials videos, marketing elements, and is saying that he want to buy this product with a particular developer. But when you interact with the client and understand and have a lot more conversations, and you says, sir, for your requirements that product may not be suiting to you now, but these are 3 more options. So sometimes we have a debate. For in that context, the cycle time become little longer, but then what we get as an outcome is one happy client. And I think that has been the ethos while we connect and we reach out to you people in terms of understanding your priorities. The next element is about R, which is respectful relationships. Yeah. For us, entire journey is about relationships, is about the deal closing is not a stop of the journey. For us, is a beginning of the new relationships. It's a beginning of the journey with you. And that's why for us, your your interest, your priorities, your purpose makes more sense than ours. And during the process, for sure, I'm sure you all know, during the process we are taken care, but for us it's not the reverse. For us, you are more important, and then we come as a secondary agent connect, as a part of the value chain. And the last and most important thing, I keep talking to my team as an example, and I keep saying that, guys, in this industry, yeah, when lot of, so 90% of the people are expats in Dubai. Yeah. And when you are having an expat driven society, people may know a lot of time about what's happening on the ground. People may not know what's the reality here. Yeah. And real estate industry involve a lot of those monetary transactions, and that's where the integrity comes into the picture. And I keep telling to my clients that for us it's not even 99.9%, it's 100% surety. And that's what define Sure as a journey, and Sure as an organization, and Sure as an ethos. It's a way of working for us, and that's how we define the Sure, and that's how we define the punchline as a built on trust and perfected with excellence. So that's the meaning of Sure. And you will see, directly or indirectly, we connect, we explore together or not, irrespective, Sure would be there. And I'll give you again small example that how the Sure as a framework or ethos or way of working is helping. If you see our current client transactions, whatever the transactions we are doing, around 83 to 85% of the transactions are coming from either repeat or referral clients, which indicates that how we have been able to differentiate from the confusion which is there in the real estate market, from the number of developers, hundreds of projects, and 10,000 of agencies. And it comes all at a just as a connect as a fees, we don't charge. So here, very very simple connect. I'm sure you are aware that what are the different type of projects we have. There are two categories. One is about under construction projects, and one is about the ready products. And the good thing about, when you talk about the top 10 developers of Dubai, top 10 developers of Dubai, the price of the product is fixed. For example, it's a £500,000. So even if you go, your child of 10 years old go to book or buy that property, they will not twinkle or tinker the price even by 1 dirham or £1. So we take a pride in working with those clients for 80% of our transactions. And what happens with them is that you don't pay us anything as an agency fees, because we are taken care through the developers. We are taken care through those partners whom we work with them. Yeah. And what is the, again, in advantage of working with us as an agency or directly going to the developer is very simple. That if you are saying that, Sunil, I am sitting in London or anywhere, any part of the Scotland or any part of the UK side, and you say, Sunil, this is the budget. Yeah. And if you go directly to a developer, for example, Imar or Nakhil, or these are top 2 3 developers, you will still pay $500,000 product price for a $500,000 product. And even if you go through us, what we will do is, for your budget and for your purpose, we will suggest you 5 different options. And instead of pushing you for a particular developer, because that may happen when you go to the developer. If you go to developer A, they will only tell you about their 10 projects of a developer A. But if you come to us, we will understand your purpose, your plans, and will suggest you, sir, for that these are 3 4 different options. It will work for you or your plans. So that's a beauty. And we don't charge you any additional thing for under construction projects, because we are taken care from the developer, where we will end up buying ultimately. Yeah. So with us, we come across not as a transactional player, but we come across as a consultative partner to your journey of real estate in Dubai. And that's how we differentiate as a Sure real estate agency. Yeah. As we move forward, we are talking about, we talked about Sunil, we talked about Sure real estate, then why Dubai? Though I keep telling to people that we don't need to sell Dubai as a word, because the leadership here, and in my, though it's a very small, I'm 42-year-old now, in this part of this journey of 42 years, I visited around 10 plus countries, stayed in India and UAE. What I can derive and summarize that, in addition to being a blessed place, the leadership has been playing a very very crucial role. So they have sold the word Dubai to the world. I don't need to sell Dubai to you. Though Dubai, the way it's growing, in terms of the thought process, in terms of the entire creating the ecosystem, I have, when I interact with a lot of the people across the world from the clientele basis, and they say, Sunil, so many things in all the facets of areas is not happening in any one particular country. Some country may be doing good financially, some country may be doing good in technology wise, some countries may be doing good in education wise or employment wise, but this place, Dubai, is doing all great. Yeah. In every respect of the city. And then I'll give you a small example why Dubai. As we move forward, and when you want to connect, so one of the basic element which is maybe the more financially connected is the taxation element. Yeah. So if you see the India, Europe, UK, and UAE, the last column is about you, and you will see a lot of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So that's the blessed part of it. So whatever earning you earn here, 100% goes into your bank account. Simple, no issues. And I'm sure you are aware, it's not a hidden fact, it's a worldwide known fact that UAE has been a tax haven for people. Yeah. And when you see the economy element, let's also connect, not only the taxation is a pull factor. When you see the economical connect, ROW, rest of the world, these are the projection, and rest of the world is ROW is an average. It's not about one particular community or country. So in that context also, there is a huge pull factor, that it's about the opportunity, it's about the belief in the leadership from the world side, and that's where things are happening. And one of the connected factor is the who are going to choose this as a destination for them, and these are the people. Yeah. So for 2024, if you see from these many countries, the millionaires are millions are in terms of dollars. So these millionaires are planning and to relocate to this part of the world. Yeah. And so that's what the projected things, though we are into 25, but then those projections has been achieved by 93%. So that's where the transactions are. Coming back to little more about the real estate connect, who are moving here. So it's about the more people moving to Dubai, and there are a lot of push factors, and there are a lot of pull factors here in Dubai. So if we talk about the countries who are passing through some kind of war zone, to some kind of conflict between the leadership, or whatever the issues about the unemployment or infrastructure or taxations, yeah, you will find every connecting text here in terms of the being it is a pull factor. And that's what it sees in terms of number of real estate transactions. And I'm sure you all are aware that the local people, the new residents of this country are only 9 to 10%. Rest 90% of the people are from expats. And if they are calling this place as a home, and they are inviting their friends and their families, and lot more people are coming in, which is itself a testimony that yes, this place is able to create something wow, something different for the people. And connecting on the last slide again about what that particular volume of the money will get you the things buy into those countries. So that's where the things are, that how much prime real estate can this particular amount buy into the, yeah, and these are in terms of square meters, that how many of those things can buy into those cities. Yeah, now we can buy, move to next slide. So when you talk about all those context, what it boils down ultimately to the confidence and connect to the market. So the first element is about the capital appreciation. And just to give you the real time connect, uh, in last 2.5 to 3 years, the area where I stay, this is called Discovery Garden. It's quite close to Dubai Marina, which is maybe 5 minutes away from each other. Here there is a project called Muruz Al Furjan from a reputed developer, which is Nakhil. In last 3 years, the appreciation has resulted, or ROI has resulted in terms of 300% plus. 300%, and actually it's a 321%. Yeah. And I'll give you the real time data. So this project of 3 bedroom townhouse was launched at 1.67 million dirhams. Yeah. Which is around 350 thousand pounds. And it had a payment plan. It was under construction, new launch project, and it had a payment plan of 40/60, which means 40 you will pay during construction of around 3 years, and 60% you pay at the time of handover. Yeah. So when you pay 40% of 1.6 million dirhams as a property value, and on that, and we have sold that property in 4.2 million dirhams. So the appreciation which you get is 2.6 million dirham on an investment of 40% of 1.6. Yeah. which is around 700,000 dirhams. So you are invested 700, you got a return of 2.6 million net. It's a net returns. Yeah. So that's a potential and it's a real data. So I'll repeat, the developer is Nakhil, the project is Muruz Al Furjan. Yeah. So that's a real time data, and it's this project we have done lot more transactions. We are number 2 agency in this entire area in terms of the buying and selling for the clients, and we take a pride in terms of choosing the unit for our client, suggesting them that, sir, this is the right time to move out and then reinvest in somewhere else. So I think that's where the sure as an addition or as a value comes to you, but capital appreciation is of that tune. With this, I'm not saying that across Dubai this is the potential. No, I wanted to give a real time example that this has been the possibility in last 3 years. Now where we are, now we are talking about 20 to 25% year on year returns on under construction new launch projects. Yeah, these are possibility, and we'll talk about some of those upcoming projects which can be a potential opportunity for you. Second, and again a very connected thing, is about rental yields, and I'll talk about the client portfolio which we have. For example, if we have 100 clients, 70% of our clients today, they are investing into under construction new launch projects. The reason is very simple. The reason is you are not putting 100% of money in one go. You are putting with the payment plan. So you are booking with 10% payment, then another 10%, another with the project timelines. So the beauty is less investment, brand new product. So the age of the product is quite brand new. Third, in case suppose if you want to sell in 1.5 to 2 years of time, you must have paid 40-50%. And even suppose if it's a 1 million dirham as a property price, and in 1.5 to 2 years you paid 50%, which is 500,000. And if you are able to sell this property at 1.3 million, which is again a real time scenario existing in Furjan, and this opportunity exists today, that there is a 1 million product available with the potential to be able to sell in 2 years of 1.3 million. So how much you will invest? 500,000. On that 500,000, the delta which you has a potential to earn is 300,000, which means the return is 60% in 2 years. So I told you 20 to 25%, but this is a real time project available from my office. It's a 1.5 kilometer distance, and it's close to metro, 300 meters from that metro. Yeah. So these all are real time example, and I'll, if somebody wants, in the question answer session, we'll talk about the developer and the more detail on the project. Yeah. So that's the beauty of buying into under construction new launches versus buying into ready properties, wherein you need to put 100% money on the day one because it's a ready and you will get the key, and but it will also give you the rental yield. So I have 70% of the people, when Dubai is growing, they are wanting to invest into launches or new products and so on and so forth, but still we have 30% of the traditional investors who believe that, Sunil, it's fine, but let me begin with, I'm ready to pay 100% because I have monetary liquidity. And so the rental yields are into the tune of 6 to 8%. Yeah. Net. So there are maintenance charges for the property. So I'm talking about the net because that's what comes to you. I will never tell you that we will get you 10, 12, or 15%, but believe me, it's not possible. Though you will see a lot of social media ads and a lot of advertisements, even from some developers, 12% guaranteed, but it's not going to happen. If somebody is committing you guaranteed returns, which means they have inbuilt that return or that financing cost already into the product. We all accept that there is nothing called free lunch in this world, right? So the average returns are 6, 7, 8%. Commercial gives you 1.5% more returns compared to the residentials. But what I'm saying is, in this trajectory wherein Dubai as if today, and through the phase it's passing through now, for the next 3 to 5 years, the Dubai will continue to grow, continue to expand, continue to attract people and talent from the worldwide. And when the things are good, let's not settle for less. Yeah, but we have both the portfolios. We would help you in across the category and choices and the product you prefer and suiting to your needs. Now the investor perks. See, like we all know, Dubai has come up with various programs to keep being a magnet across the world. So one of the main thing is golden visa. Fortunately, we received golden visa 2 years ago, me and my family. Golden visa, what it allows you as a connect is, you need, we'll discuss in more detail about what is that connect of the golden visa. You need a property value of 2 million dirhams, which is around 420 £430,000. With this you get a 10 years golden visa. And who gets? You as a person who is buying the property on their name, your parents as a up tree, and downwards tree, your wife, your kids. So entire family gets 10 years golden visa, and you can sponsor the driver and home help and so many things. Yeah. Now the connect here is, the property price needs to be 2 million dirham, but you don't need to pay 2 million dirham on day one. Because the property price, if you are buying an under construction project, so you will pay during the 2 to 3 years of time. That too is the payment plan. So if the property price is 2 million dirhams and the payment plan is 50-50, which means in 2 years you will pay only 50%. But because the property price in the title deed, it's written as a 2 million on the day one, you can apply for golden visa. It takes around a week's of time. You need to be in the country. There are fingerprints, there are medical and those connects. But that's how. So if the driver is investment returns, if the driver is golden visa, then no need to put 2 million on the day one, and then settle for rental return of 6, 7, 8%, and then apply for the golden visa. The simple connect is, buy the property of 2 million dirham as a value, have a under construction project, less investment, you still get the visa, you still get the better returns. So it's a no brainer, and that's how 70% of people go in that route for now. Financing options, very very connected element. So for all the ready properties, the good thing is, in if you have seen the history of Dubai, it's been a cyclic nature of investment. Yeah, there has been high return stability, then went down, again it went up, and again went down and all. Yeah, so learning from the past, what Dubai government has done is, they have removed that financing option for under construction projects. There are no financing options available, but for ready properties, because your papers of the property remains with the bank, so as a resident we get 80% of the property value. It's called LTV, loan to value. And if you are a non-resident, up to 50% of the property value can be mortgaged. Yeah. For whatever reason, if you want to buy the ready property and with a tag of 2 million dirham, then you can get up to financing of 1 million dirham, and you need to bring from outside only 50%, which is around 1 million dirhams. So that's on the financing part. Market stability, like I said, for all the right regions, Dubai is poised, and the data shows. And also one more push factor across the world is, wherever there is a issues and conflict and instability, political or geo reason, whatever, Dubai gets benefited, because Dubai has created all the value propositions to create a win-win, and they have been a magnet, and it's been a proven. So that's where we are. So moving to next element, how Dubai is taking care of the business people. Yeah, in countries wherein I come from, or even other countries, yeah, you need to go through some of those process and ecosystem and connected domain. But here they said in 4 days, so driving, so your trade license, it get opened in 1 hour. And that's been a reality. When I opened my company's license, 1 hour, you are then and there, you are submitting the documents, you get paid the fees. But the 4 days is about, maybe in case you want to buy a house or rent a office, or maybe apply for the visa quota and so on and so forth. So it takes maximum of those days. But the trade license get issued in day one, in 1 hour even. So that's where the things are. And in addition to things, if we talk about why people are coming, so the same thing which I talked about, yeah, that it's about high rental yields. We already discussed the taxation elements, fair pricing. We have seen that the to reduce the bubble and those elements, Dubai is ranked high now. And one of the, again, another factor, it has a pegged currency against the USD. Yeah, and sustainability and growth potential. So like I said, in between, Dubai is exploring all the elements, not only financial, not only technological, education, health, yeah, about those community development, but on the sustainability growth potential, it has been a great focus. Yeah. So coming to those elements about the, and you all know, I don't need to explain you about the Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, or man-made Palm Jumeirah. Yeah. Dubai has recently launched another Palm Jebel Ali project by the same developer called Nakhil. So it's about the architecture, it's about the innovation, connectivity. Dubai has a metro, Dubai has a monorail, Dubai is talking about the bullet train. Dubai is already 90% completed the commercial corridor, wherein a lot of this commercial movement will happen through the Etihad rail. So that's the direction. Yeah. And like I said, the world class education part. This is the picture of it's a number one school in Dubai in terms of that curriculum, and proud to say that our kids goes to the school. Gems Group has a 50 plus schools in the city. Coming to the public transportation aspect, so all the innovations. So what's the leadership says of Dubai about this place, that whatever innovation happens across the world, I don't want to get the news after 1 week or 1 month. It should happen or should get launched even on the same day in Dubai. So that's where the things are about flying taxis to the metro connectivity and Etihad rail and so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay. Like, so we talked about Dubai. Yeah, these are the some of those connects in Dubai. And like we said, we take a pride in working with the top developers only. There used to be 15 developers, right now there are 100 developers. Yeah, but then we work with top 10 developer, wherein we are confident as an agency first. We are clear that this project of this developer will have a value for my clients. For example, if we talk about a particular developer here, if they have a 10 projects, out of the 10 projects, each one may not create that desired value for you. Out of 4, maybe only 3 will create a outcome for you. But that's the beauty that we as an agency provide to you. Yeah. If you go to developer A, they will talk only of their products and everything is good for them. But for us, you are more important, and that's where we talk about having those connects. Yeah. Moving to next, we talk about how that per square feet price is taking care of the shape in entire UK and those market. So if you see about the per square feet price in pounds, yeah, these are the categories. So you have a categories of apartments and luxury segment of the apartments, which are waterfront and those penthouses in those elements, and then you have townhouses and villas. Yeah, that's a price differential. And if you see in apartment category, it's still at 60% kind of thing, but in terms of townhouse and villa category, it's at 50% cheaper than UK price point. So it has a everything better in terms of the being a magnet, but very very comfortable in terms of the price point. So that's where it's becoming a magnet. Yeah. Now let me talk about little more on the off plan and ready property. We already talked in little more sense of what off plan it's called as a new launch projects or under construction products. Ready property is 100% ready. And like advantages, it's interest free payment plan, escrow low protection, and we are also talking about on the right side of protecting customers and investors. See what Dubai is creating and why people are so confident about Dubai real estate is, in addition to the world class infrastructure, in addition to the qualitative aspects, Dubai is also taking care of the issues which customer may experience from the non-payment or the quality issues, or if some developer even doesn't develop and take the money. So RERA, the real estate regulatory element here, is very very strict. Everything is predefined, yeah, which is a governing body to take care of the entire developer thing. You also have a DLD, which is Dubai Land Department. They take care of entire property transaction. Every property transaction needs to get approved electronically through the DLD. So when we go for any time of sale and property transfer cases, it takes around 45 to 60 minutes. So case is submitted electronically through the trustee office. It goes to the central body. They review it and it get approved. So in 1 hour, property is sold or done, and you get electronic new title deed on your name. But the validation happens in the central body. So that's a kind of thing. And there are consumer protection law and all. Escrow rules. So what escrow rules, and now the value is increased from 20% to 30%, again in the interest of investor or customer, is, so suppose if you buy a product under construction project, so first 30% of the money which will go from your side to the developer, it will remain in the government bank account. So if you paid 30%, which means developer hasn't got anything as of today, but they are bound to make the project progress because that's a construction link. Once you pay 35%, the 5% goes to developers. Once you pay 40%, 10% goes to the developer, and so on and so forth. So in case anything happens in between, that 30% which is paid by you remained in government account will be given back to you. So that's the purpose. Then you have defect liability, connect and RERA penalties, and so on and so forth. So what is the purpose here is that Dubai government has created that ecosystem wherein you as an investor or end user are taken care, are felt protected. Yeah. So there is a accountability which Dubai government takes in addition to the reputation of the developer. Yeah. Now let's talk about some of the what's next, which are those potential areas. So Dubai, the beauty of Dubai is initially it used to be kind of a small city, and if I'm sure if you all some of you visited Dubai already, you will remember the downtown area to the old Dubai to the Dubai Marina and so on. But now Dubai is expanding into satellite district concept. So Dubai South, wherein we are talking about the world's largest airport. Yes, world's largest airport. Yeah, I have been recently at Heathrow Airport in July when we were going to Scotland. We stayed in London and all, so we felt good. But then, uh, in 2034, Dubai would have the world's highest or largest airport coming in the worldwide. Okay. The another thing, just go back on this thing. So Dubai South is evolving as another district. So what happened? There is no traffic flow to one part of the city. It will all be self-sustained cities, which mean it will have the commercial, it will have residential, schools, hospitals, everything. Yeah, so it's a mini Dubai is evolving in that area. Al Furjan, which is Jabal Ali district, it's evolving as another. And this is the example I was giving you about the townhouse, which earned 320% returns, and the townhouse, or sorry, the apartment, which has a potential of earning you 20 to 25% return on year basis. Medan, if you see the small water bodies, Medan is coming up with a lot of those the epitome of luxury, lot of those waterfront community development. Yeah, Dubai Island, its island feature on the water. There has been a developer called Nakhil and been a great reward as well as the experience of. So it's a very recent one, but it's evolving as a new district hub for foreign visitors and residents. Dubai land, it has a vast area to expand, and that's where now Dubai is expanding into that area. You have a lot of projects coming into Global Village. If you come there, it's also in that city. Maritime city, it's in the kind of an heart on the waterfront areas. Yeah, you have this area is a very potential area in terms of lot of apartment kind of a development. Yeah. Moving to next. Like I said about the golden visa, and we are very fortunate. So this is my real time picture of the golden visa. If you see, we got on January 2023, and it's valid for 10 years. So like we already said, you got an opportunity to sponsor your parents, your kids, and ecosystem of driver to home help. And there are a lot of priority elements you get in addition to opening a bank account of different nature. But I'll give you a real time example. So when there was a COVID, when a lot of the travel restrictions were there from one country to another, only the golden visa holders were allowed to travel from one country inside the Dubai. If you are a golden visa holder, you can enter into Dubai without any problem, without any hassle. Obviously, there were a COVID checks and balances were into the place, but that's a kind of an element you got it. An investment required. It's not an investment actually. It's a value of the property needed is 2 million. If you want to buy ready, then obviously 2 million needs to come in on day one. If you want to buy an under construction, then as per the payment plan. So that's an connect on golden visa, and we can take you through the entire journey of how and why and what and where. So as we move to next now, so let's talk about what kind of support or what kind of partnering elements can come in from shore real estate. Yeah, so we take care of the entire elements of your life cycle. Yeah? If you want to buy a ready property, then you will need a mortgage as a non-resident. So for sure, monetary aspect, a lot of people ask this question that how the money will inflow. Yeah? There are various mechanics available in addition to the banking element. Vastu support, this is a little on Indian context. People believe sometimes that particular energy and particular direction for sun energy and so many things. Monetary transactions, like we said, and legal support for foreign investors. Yeah. So each property it goes through the sales and purchase agreement and MOUs, memorandum of understanding between buyer and seller. Yeah. And these are electronic